This is a review of the book, Real Pirates, The Untold Story of the Whydah, How It Went from Slave Ship to Pirate Ship, and this is by Barry Clifford. This book was one that my children begged me to read them when we were in the library. And so we started it and loved it so much, we checked it out, and we've read it twice already. It's about not only the story of how the Whydah became, from 1717, that's when it went down in Cape Cod, not only how it became a slave ship, but then how it was captured by pirate Black Sam Bellamy and became instead a pirate ship. It covers, in general, it covers what slavery was in this time of the 1700s and of triangular trade here, of how slave ship captains would travel to Africa, gather slaves, buy slaves, drop them off in the Americas to do slave labor and harvest the treasures of the Americas, and then they would sail their ships back to Europe to sell such treasures, and how the Caribbean was full of thousands of pirates. Well, the Whydah was a slave ship, and it gives a general and very sad overview of slavery, which is sad and hard to talk about, but is appropriate for, medium to older children. It goes over how Captain Sam Bellamy captured the Whydah from Captain Prince, and it was no longer a slave ship. It now became a pirate ship. It shows and talks about some of the lives of some of the pirates we know about, including the fateful last voyage of the Whydah right before it sank off the coast in Cape Cod on April 26, 1717. It is such an interesting book. It talks about the author, Barry Clifford. It even talks about how he became interested in sunken treasures and pirate ships and finding these types of things as he grew up in Cape Cod. It goes over how they salvaged the treasures from the wreck after almost giving up. They found a cannon in a 30-foot pit right when they were about to give up. It shows how they preserve and even clean these items. It talks about, of course, the fate of the few pirates who survived the sinking. It talks about what it was like to explore the wreck and find the wreck and explore it, as well as the types of things they would find, including the gold doubloons, silver pieces of 8, the final proof that it was the Whydah. This book is worth getting and worth reading. In fact, I think it's worth owning. This is part of how they preserve it. My sons, especially my sons, when I asked them what they thought of it, they said, "It's awesome. We want to read it again, and we want the rest of his books." So happily, the author has written more books, so I'm about to get those as well. I find it to be a very interesting book for me as an adult. For my older sons, ages 8 and 6, and my 10-year-old daughter also enjoyed it. My 3-year-old daughter was didn't love it, didn't hate it, but wasn't as into it as we were. My husband also found it fascinating. So I highly recommend Real Pirates, The Untold Story of the Whydah. Definitely a good read and very interesting. For more reviews and information, please like and subscribe.